The senator of cash money, Ricky Cash. You saw what happened to Tendencies because of Kiva. You saw what happened with the darkness. This all leads back to this. Hell in a Cell, only to be eliminated first in an MPWF title 4-way gas match at Royal Rumble 2013, to then fall once again after WrestleMania 3 against Shawn Stevens. And yes, I do remember SummerSlam 2013 when you quit the MPWF, and quite frankly, I would have taken some time off as well to be with your wife. Chandrella was a looker. I don't know how she managed to stay with such a weak little man like you. I would have made her a good wife for me. This piece of shit. And I'm telling you, Ricky Cash now, yes, attack him. At this point, who cares what the ramifications are? Beat his fucking ass. I hate this guy. Make putting that negativity on everyone else. And Ricky Cash now German suplex and makes it late. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MPWF Annihilation episode 11. We are live tonight from Liverpool, England. Folks, we are across the pond. We are almost here for WrestleMania. But first, we kick things off with the Annihilation brand, and we have some major action for you scheduled tonight. CJ Parker, the YouTube champion, will battle Ricky Cash, the #1 contender for the MPWF Heavyweight Championship, as well as Tony Sparks returns to Annihilation and takes on Jaime Emo in the Pick Your Poison matchup. And our main event for the evening, the #1 contender for the YouTube title, the Cypher, faces MPWF Heavyweight Champion Max Payne. All of this and so much more here live tonight on MPWF Annihilation. And once again, folks, my name's Dwayne James, Johnny Feelgood. Welcome to the show. You can feel the energy in the building. You can feel the energy here in the comment section, the energy here in the live chat. WrestleMania is on the way. I want to thank everybody for tuning into MPWF War. It was a successful event, a big event going into WrestleMania, just like tonight Annihilation's going to be, and MPWF Underground will be coming up, folks. And I must say again, you need to watch Underground. It's been spectacular, and boy, we got a big show for you as well. But right now we're here with our opening tag team matchup of the evening, and introducing first the Destroyer, T-Dot. This one has been building since before the Royal Rumble. Yamamoto Yoshino defeated T-Dot at the Royal Rumble with the help of his father to become the brand new Zero Limits champion. And now the rules of the Zero Limits championship is whoever the champion is sets the stipulation for the championship. That's right, if you become the Zero Limits champion, you can decide the rules in which the belt will be defended. That's the special gimmick with the belt. And T-Dot, who had false count anywhere, once Yamamoto Yoshida won it, he made it so no one under 250 pounds could challenge for the Zero Limits title. And well, naturally, that rules out that man T-Dot. T-Dot, 300 pounds of raw, solid man, destruction, and muscle. And Yoshida has managed to stay away from T-Dot defending that belt up until last episode where they met one-on-one. And then once again, him and his father worked on T-Dot. But then it was this man right here, as you hear this ovation, folks. And honestly, I might not be able to talk during his entrance. MPWF legend, MPWF future Hall of Famer, the legit one, Richard Hawkins, made the save last episode and announced to the world that he is going to be challenging for the Zero Limits title at the WrestleMania buy-in show against Yamamoto Yoshida, and announced that tonight the Yoshidos, father and son, are going to be teaming up against Hawkins and T-Dot here tonight. But this is insane. You know, Liverpool has been waiting for an MPWF event for a very long time, and finally here, we're not the only ones across the park. Before this event is going to make its way to YouTube, AEW was out with All In as well at Wembley Stadium, and we're going to be borrowing Wembley Stadium here coming up for WrestleMania as well, folks. So what an ovation for the legit one. Well-respected veteran in core wrestling. And again, he wants one more championship before this man calls it quits, before he retires. And that could take place at the buy-in show. It's legit, folks. It's the only way to describe it. It's legit. Here is the current reigning and defending MPWF Zero Limits champion, the son of the dragon, Yamamoto Yoshida. And what a career he's had in the MPWF since we've returned to YouTube in 2020. Yamamoto Yoshida is a former World Wrestling Future champion where he dominated the World Wrestling Future, where you can see all footage and episodes on our YouTube channel at MPWF Wrestling on YouTube. Then moving to Annihilation and becoming the Zero Limits champion and unleashing his potential on this roster. Second generation superstar Yamamoto Yoshida, the sky is the limit for this kid. And again, he's got a massive matchup at the buy-in show against the legit one, Richard Hawkins. And also, he has one of the coolest entrants in the entire MPWF. Again with Yoshino, if Richard Hawkins can wrestle that Zero Limits title away from him at the buy-in show, the rules will change once again if Hawkins can grab the belt. And that'll be interesting to see what Hawkins would make the stipulation for the championship. But Yoshino does not want it to go to that whatsoever. Man, this crowd here hating on Yoshino. But here we go, folks. It's been over 10 years since we've seen this man wrestle in an MPWF ring. A true legend, a Hall of Famer in Japan, Yamasaki Yoshino, former MPWF Heavyweight Champion, former Cruiserweight Champion, former Tag Team Champion. This man has ran people over with a vehicle, so vehicular manslaughter, you name it. This guy is a crazy SOB. And Yamamoto Yoshino's father, Yamasaki, back in action once again in the MPWF. I mean, some of the stuff this man has done is nuts, folks. He is a psychopath, and honestly, he is getting his son on that same pathway, getting him ready here for success at the top of the MPWF. And now T-Dot and Yamamoto Yoshida to start things off here. Our opening contest of MPWF Annihilation, a WrestleMania edition. And wait a minute, look at this. Yamamoto Yoshino getting outside the ring here, and T-Dot is not going to waste time with that. T-Dot is going to bring the fight to both Yoshinos. He's been bringing the fight to both of them for a while here. And we also have to announce as well that on our previous episode, T-Dot was put in the Money in the Bank ladder matchup for everything that he's dealt with the Yoshinos. So the Destroyer is definitely another future star in the MPWF, and quite frankly, we talked about the theme of WrestleMania being legacy. Oh my goodness, what a T-bone suplex there by T-Dot. And again, what is the legacy of the MPWF? And the reason why the theme is legacy for WrestleMania coming up, folks, is when the MPWF went away in 2014, we didn't know what the legacy with the MPWF would be. We didn't know if people would remember the MPWF. But as you see here with this ovation of Richard Hawkins, the respect that Richard Hawkins is commanded, the future stars of the MPWF then have carried us to this moment now. And that's what this WrestleMania is about. Harboring the legacy, celebrating the past, but also growing the future. The new stars of the MPWF. Because who knows, folks? The MPWF, Hawkins wants Yoshino. Hawkins wants the dragon in the ring. But who knows what can happen here in 10 years' time. We may take a break and then come back again, and we got a whole set of wrestlers competing in the MPWF, folks. So that's why the theme of WrestleMania is legacy. As again, the legacy right here as Yamasaki Yoshino and Richard Hawkins going at it. Both men former world champions in the MPWF. Yamasaki Yoshino, in fact, defended the Undisputed Championship at the first WrestleMania on YouTube against superstar Craig David in one hell of a wrestling matchup. Richard Hawkins again had his fair share of title defenses and fair share of championships, most notably again against superstar Craig David. In fact, WrestleMania 2 on YouTube, where Richard Hawkins defended the United States Heavyweight Championship in a long-standing issue. And again, these guys still making history. Yamasaki Yoshino back in the ring once again. Richard Hawkins with the chance to become the Zero Limits champion for the first time in his career at the buy-in show. Again, like I said, T-Dot, Money in the Bank. Yamamoto Yoshino, the son of the Dragon, has the opportunity to show not just the world, but Wembley Stadium, folks. We're going to have like 90,000 people at Wembley Stadium for WrestleMania. Again, I cannot wait. It is going to be an insane event, folks. And it's going to be a movie. That's what I'm telling you. If you wanted to know how to describe WrestleMania, cinema, folks. It is going to be a movie. As Yoshino on top of Hawkins with that dragon wheel kick. Now look at that release German suplex there. And Yoshino now firing up on his opponents. Again, a very dangerous competitor. Educated feet does Yamamoto Yoshino have. We've seen him train in Fight Japan Pro Wrestling in the dojo before coming to the MPWF. Not to mention the fact that he has his brother Yugi Yoshino still in the Fight Japan Pro Wrestling right now, doing extremely well. Graduated from being a young lion. So like I said, the Yoshino family very successful in all of core wrestling. And now look at those kicks there by Yoshino. I mean, not just that, again, what a major night we have for you folks. Still to come tonight, CJ Parker versus Ricky Cash, the Cypher versus Max Payne, and so much more action still scheduled here for Annihilation. And the crowd here booing the Yoshinos. And we talk about an ever-growing tag team division here on both War and Annihilation. You gotta think, is Yamasaki Yoshino getting a taste for being in the ring again? Could the Yoshinos be challengers for the tag team titles at some point? Now I'm just throwing that out there. They're not going after them. We have no idea what Yamasaki Yoshino wants, but they're looking good together, father and son. Even if Liverpool is booing the hell out of the Yoshinos right now, as they whip Hawkins off the ropes here in a double backdrop by the Yoshinos. And now look at this. Yamamoto fully endorsing the hate from the MPWF fans. He's not trying to shy away from it whatsoever. And look at those strikes there. Heavy Muay Thai background as well for Yamamoto Yoshino. And Yoshino, if he wasn't a wrestler, in fact, could have made the Olympic team for Taekwondo. Again, he is trained in all forms of martial arts at the behest of his father. And again, like I said, it has worked. Look at the success, but T-Dot breaking it up here. And Hawkins in trouble. Now look at that. Yoshino trying to take a cheap shot at T-Dot, and T-Dot not going to have any of it. Yeah, these two men have made T-Dot's life a living hell here in the MPWF this summertime. And now makes the tag back to Yamasaki Yoshino, and they're going to go back for that double backstabber once again, and Hawkins needs to make the tag. Yoshino feeling himself, and Hawkins makes the tag, and in comes the big man T-Dot. And we know for a fact, T-Dot's finishing move, Fatality, if he hits that here tonight, it will be all said and done, folks. As Yoshino get absolutely rocked by T-Dot, and there it is! Oh my goodness! Fatality by T-Dot, folks. And he ain't even going for the cover. Yamasaki Yoshino thinks it's 1987 once again. He got knocked into Dream Street. Every cliche you could think of, that's where he disappeared to, folks. Oh my goodness. And what a kick there by Yoshino, though. T-Dot not paying attention here. But man, that is a nasty finishing maneuver. And there is the KTFO by the originator. Now Richard Hawkins breaks it up. What a way to kick off MPWF Annihilation here tonight. This tag team matchup has got this crowd in a frenzy already. And now, and look for the KTFO, but reversed there by T-Dot. T-Dot, the only man to kick out the KTFO. Something that has surprised Yamamoto Yoshino as he tags in Richard Hawkins here. And now look at that slam there by T-Dot. And now what is this? What is this? Look at this! Oh my goodness! T-Dot using the legit one to take out Yoshino, and now Richard Hawkins waiting up for him. And wait a minute, what is this here? Oh my goodness! A modified version of the Final Cut. This crowd here completely sold out in Liverpool, England. On the side of the legit one. And Richard Hawkins now kick to the gut. Gonna go for the double hook. Kibashi DDT! The legit DDT here on the Zero Limits champion. And a drop kick there by Hawkins. And Hawkins with the cover on Yamamoto Yoshino. 2. And the legit one gets the pin on the Zero Limits champion. You want to talk about momentum, heading into the WrestleMania buy-in show. Well, there it is. And again, a modicum of retribution for T-Dot in this situation. But the story here, Richard Hawkins just pinned the Zero Limits champion. Richard Hawkins well under 250 pounds. Could the legit one win the Zero Limits title at the WrestleMania buy-in show, folks? Again, championships have been changing hands like crazy in the MPWF. No one's been able to keep a hold of belts. This could work completely in the favor of Richard Hawkins, but here we are backstage with Ricky Cash, and what a rough episode he had last episode. And Cash says, look, Ben, no disrespect to you or your job, but I know you're going to ask me how I'm feeling after last episode. If I still believe I could beat Max Payne. Well, the first question is real easy to answer. I feel like ish. Max beat the living hell out of me last episode. Quite frankly, I have never experienced anything like him. But do I think I could beat him? Of course I can. Well, again, the confidence hasn't wavered in Ricky Cash even after what happened on our previous episode of Annihilation. Cash says, 14 years I've been waiting to get this MPWF Heavyweight Championship. Do you know what I've been through to get to this point? The highs and the downs to the depths of the lows. I'm Cash Money. It's going to take a lot more than that to put me out. Now I'm going to head out there tonight and take on and beat the YouTube champion CJ Parker and prove that I am the best wrestler on Annihilation. And that's what the stuff of a champion is, folks. To take what happened to him last episode on the chin, accept it, and go to the ring right now and prove yourself. That's what it means to be the best, and that's what Ricky Cash strives to be, but it's not going to be easy tonight, folks. Here comes the self-proclaimed best in the world, the YouTube champion, CJ Parker. And I told you, folks, these are WrestleMania Edition shows. We're going crazy here with Annihilation of War. And this matchup could be on a pay-per-view or click-per-view, whatever you want to call it, PLE, at any point. So CJ Parker will defend the YouTube title against the Cypher at WrestleMania. CJ Parker paranoid as usual, believing that he is being held down, even though he's the current reigning and defending YouTube champion, and has goaded the Cypher into a matchup at WrestleMania. And what a matchup it's going to be. Parker, as always, takes things too far. injuring Billy Ray Peterson. Billy Ray Peterson looks like he's going to miss WrestleMania thanks to CJ Parker. And again, going after a man's brother, you know, and again, sticks and stones, but still. CJ Parker insulting the Cypher. It's going to be a hell of a matchup, but you want to talk about momentum. If CJ Parker can defeat the #1 contender for the MPWF Heavyweight title here tonight, right after WrestleMania, this could be a double champion. And we've seen it in the past. The Ultimate Warrior won the Intercontinental WWF title. Seth Rollins won the United States and WWE Championship. You know, it's happened before, folks. But again, like I said, I got nothing but respect for Ricky Cash. Nothing but respect for Mr. Cash Money. Honestly, it was hard, not just hard to watch, folks. It was ridiculous. And to think that we topped it on MPWF World with Dr. Rice, but that's another story. And once again, I'm going to apologize for my language on that show. I know we got young kids watching this show, and again, just things get too crazy here in the MPWF. I'm going to try to be better. I got a swear jar here. Some of the fans in the comment section were saying I need a swear jar, and I got one to prevent myself from going off. But what happened to Ricky Cash was insane last episode. You can see the effects. You can see the effects on Ricky Cash. But again, he can come out here and he's not going to say I can't wrestle. He's not going to say I can't fight. He's going to come out here and prove that he's the #1 contender for the MPWF title for a reason. That he's the man to fight Max Payne and try and beat him at WrestleMania for a reason. Like I said, 14 years, folks. 14-year odyssey for Ricky Cash. Can he win the big one at WrestleMania? So here we go, folks. Match 2 here on Annihilation. Main event still to come. The Cypher versus Max Payne, the MPWF Heavyweight Champion of the world. And yeah, Liverpool knows that this is going to be a good one. Advantage in this matchup tonight goes to CJ Parker as a beautiful throw there by Ricky Cash. And that's what Cash has to bring to the table here tonight. With a man as crafty and dangerous as CJ Parker, you want to bring the fight to him early. You don't want this one to go long, especially with the fact that you don't want to get injured. You don't want limits to be damaged before you face Max Payne at WrestleMania. And honestly, the same can be said for CJ Parker. You know, we'll talk about the Cypher later on tonight, but yeah, you don't want to be at a disadvantage facing the Cypher, I'll tell you that right now. But again, CJ Parker complained of the fact that KK Kwam did not put him in the WrestleMania tournament because he was the YouTube champion. And he has a chance to prove himself right here on tonight and at WrestleMania. If Parker beats Ricky Cash and beats the Cypher, then, you know, however you feel about CJ Parker, he's 100% right. He should be the #1 contender for the MPWF Championship. And a former champion himself, Parker has not been able to get to that championship since 2021, but again, the YouTube Championship, a very prestigious title. Since returning that belt to YouTube here on Annihilation, there's only been 3 champions, and it's been Jaime Emo, Lethal Mathematics, and CJ Parker, and Parker beat both of those men in the same night to become champion. So quite frankly, he's doing amazing here on Annihilation. As Parker now got a suplex here on Ricky Cash, but no, switches it to a goal buster. And again, like I said, as good as Ricky Cash is, how is he able to fight here with these injuries that he sustained last episode? Get concussion, has to have a concussion after what we saw. You know, he was split wide open. And Parker in complete control now and toying with Ricky Cash. Parker has Cash up now and they're going to bring him towards the ropes. Now, Ricky Cash is in a lot of trouble right now. As Cash being thrown to the floor. Cash needs to come up with an equalizer and quick, folks. Well, this one is going to be over before you could believe it. As Parker now going to go after the ropes to hit the suicide dive on Cash, and Cash catches him. Cash catches him with that left hook. And now Ricky Cash there with a monkey flip. Ricky Cash, former Olympian, has held every other championship in the MPWF. Ricky Cash now with another monkey flip, sending him to his back. And Cash now trying to build momentum back here. Cash having to put all doubt in the back of his mind. And again, that's what I loved about that interview we had earlier tonight. Ricky Cash could choose to have doubt in his mind after what happened. Again, how do you not have doubt after Max Payne absolutely destroyed him last episode? But if you have doubt, that leads to fear. And fear leads to failure, as there's a dive there by CJ Parker. And Cash cannot fail at WrestleMania if he wants to fix this 14-year odyssey to the championship. Like I said, not everybody, gets the championship real quick. Not everybody debuts in the MPWF as the main event. Not everybody debuts and gets to the top. It takes people years, folks. That is the beauty of wrestling. It is a different journey for every single wrestler. As you have CJ Parker there on the rope. And he dives off it. There's a crossbody by the YouTube champion. Hooking that leg here on Ricky Cash for the cover. And Cash kicks out. Parker now breathing in this atmosphere for a spinning heel kick right to the face of Ricky Cash to win this 1-2, and Ricky Cash kicks out. Parker now perhaps going to look for the burning hammer we've seen him use recently on the Anaconda Vice, but Cash fights back though. And another shot there to CJ Parker, and cashing in with the Oklahoma Slam and drops it. And now wait a minute. Ricky Cash could be looking for cash money here. Could be looking for cash money. No, wait a minute. Oh my goodness, what a suplex there by Ricky Cash with the perfect bridge. And Parker just gets the shoulder up. Cash now headed to the top rope. CJ Parker in trouble. Cash waiting for him. And now CJ Parker down as Cash hits the shoulder breaker off the top rope. And back to the top again goes Ricky Cash. And Cash now up the top, and there's the elbow drop. Big elbow drop off the top by Ricky Cash for the cover. 2. Kick out there by CJ Parker. But Cash builds that momentum so quickly. This is what the Cypher found out in the finals of the WrestleMania tournament. Ricky Cash could be reeling, but again, this is how he won the Olympics. It's his ability to come back. And again, not everyone has that ability. Not everybody has that ability to weather the storm. And Ricky Cash is a master of it, folks. Cash sends Parker back into the bucket. Parker in trouble here. And now Ricky Cash with the arm drag off the top, and he sends him down with a hard landing. And Ricky Cash could be looking for that ankle lock. And he's going for it. He's going for the ankle lock on CJ Parker. The ankle lock on the YouTube champion. Ricky Cash looking for momentum here, heading into WrestleMania. Parker tried to escape here, and rolls through it, reverses it. But Parker limping slightly, and wait a minute! Parker's going to go for the burning hammer. As CJ Parker with the burning hammer there on Ricky Cash. Drives him face first to the mat. Parker with a victory here with an upward contender, and Cash kicks out again. And Parker now doubting himself here tonight. And now Parker could be going for that swanton bomb off the top rope. Another one of his finishing maneuvers, but Cash though getting to his feet. Again, this is one hell of a matchup here between these two men. It went for the crossbody one too many times. Cash catching him and slamming him into the bucket. And now Ricky Cash going back to the top one more time. CJ Parker down, and Cash with the moonsault, and he hits it. Big moonsault off the top rope by Ricky Cash for the cover. Oh my God. That was a close one, and this is a hell of a wrestling matchup, folks. Match 2 here on Annihilation episode 11 of WrestleMania Edition. And now Ricky Cash got CJ Parker in the ropes, but Parker fires back with an elbow to the jaw. And now Parker trying to get Cash, but Cash using those hips, and now shot right to the injured midsection there of Ricky Cash. And now wait a minute, CJ Parker throwing Cash again, and Cash trying to hang on, but Cash is hurt, folks. Ricky Cash is hurt. And now what's CJ Parker going for here? Parker now going off the ropes. And CJ Parker with a dive, and he sends Cash right into the barricade. A lot of impact there off that move by CJ Parker. And now wait a damn second here, folks. CJ Parker is going into Lamar Coleman playbook, and is going to use a weapon here on Ricky Cash for the disqualification. But wait a minute! The Cypher! The Cypher going after CJ Parker, and the referee bringing the bell. CJ Parker questioned this man's integrity, said that he didn't care about the fact that Billy Ray Peterson got injured, didn't care about his brother, and now CJ Parker in trouble as the Cypher is going to show Parker some damn integrity as there's a steel chair shot. The Cypher is from Queens, folks. He don't play like that. He don't play games like that. CJ Parker getting beat right now, folks. Again, man, you cannot question a man's integrity and think to just walk away from it. Parker said he wanted the Cypher to get angry last episode. Well, he is getting the damn Hulk here tonight as the Cypher dragging Parker to the back. Hey, wait a minute! Oh no, Max Payne just dropped Ricky Cash with the belt. And now, wait a minute, it's gonna go for the spirit bomb on Ricky Cash. Oh man, not again. Not again. And now Max Payne go for a second one here on Ricky Cash. And oh my goodness. My God, Max Payne continuing the assault from last episode on the challenger for the heavyweight title. And look at that. Max Payne standing tall with the MPWF Heavyweight Championship of the world. And Max Payne says, Ricky Cash, you're not in my league, big dog. One does not beat Max Payne. I'm the Achilles heel to all you old ass bums in the MPWF. Dr. Ice, Sean Stevens, Joey Eagle, Helios Christ, and now you will fall to my hands. Your story ended a long time ago, you just didn't realize it. I'm gonna be on your ass like white on rice at WrestleMania. You don't stand a chance. I'm gonna be the MPWF Heavyweight Champion forever. Honestly, folks, Max Payne might be right about that. It is gonna take a monumental effort by Ricky Cash to wrestle that championship away from Max Payne. How could you beat him whilst he's like this right now? And oh, wait a minute, look at this in the back, and the Cypher ain't done with CJ Parker. Well, we still gotta see the Cypher versus Max Payne here tonight. Oh, Parker though, escaped with that trash can shot. And now throws the Cypher right into that car. And now, oh, more of the lights on the floor. And now CJ Parker running out the building. CJ Parker didn't even collect his clothes, folks. He ran out the building. And we're backstage here with Klaus. There's still a lot to go on there with Parker and the Cypher. And here the Suplex City chants here. This crowd letting Klaus know that Angel Ortiz is coming for him at WrestleMania. And now Ben Rich saying, Klaus, I want an interview at this time on your appearance on MPWF War, but it seems like I need to be asking you on your thoughts about Angel Ortiz returning at WrestleMania. As good as you are, do you think you can win Money in the Bank while Angel Ortiz is in the match? And again, that's a big question, folks. It's going to be 8 wrestlers in the Money in the Bank ladder matchup, and Angel Ortiz returns. And Klaus saying, I understand that it's your job to ask dumb questions, but do not ever ask me again who's going to win the Money in the Bank, or if I'm worried about Angel Ortiz. I put Ortiz on the shelf for 6 months. No one can ever say they have done that. Ortiz is a hypocrite, and is the only reason the Cypher defeated me in Madison Square Garden. They can chant all they want. Ortiz should fear being in the ring with me. Well, Liverpool don't think that Ortiz fears Klaus one bit. Klaus says there's not a man alive today that is better than me. Regular rules, submission rules, or a ladder match, it doesn't matter. At WrestleMania, I will be Mr. Money in the Bank, and finally, I will be the MPWF Heavyweight Champion. Well, folks, Klaus will be in action later tonight And again, the big question is, who is going to win the Money in the Bank ladder match? And here comes Justice Fitzgerald, the undisputed women's champion at the mothership, as Brooklyn Von Braun gets set for singles action here tonight. Justice Fitzgerald looks phenomenal as always, the longest reigning champion in the MPWF. Right now at WrestleMania 10, she defeated Angelina Peace to become the women's champion, and she has not lost that title since then. And at WrestleMania, she will battle Sasha Fierce, a legend of the game, for the Undisputed Championship. And tonight, Justice Fitzgerald, done with the mind games, is going to be here at ringside, finally, to see Sasha Fierce here tonight. Her and the mothership have dominated the women's division this entire year here in the MPWF, and they look to continue into 2025 and beyond, folks. They are a hell of a contingent, is Brooklyn, Cat, and Justice. But you have a woman here who has been defying the odds her entire career, folks. MPWF veteran and legend, Sasha Fierce. Now, you heard me say on MPWF 4, I believe that the Hall of Famers, the people going to the Hall of Fame next year, should be Sasha Fierce and Yusha Hattori together, both women having a chance to become Women's World Champion once again at WrestleMania. Sasha Fierce earned that right in an incredible gauntlet matchup, an all-star gauntlet match of the women's division here on Annihilation. The last episode, she defeated Cat Smalls in single competition, and then was assaulted after the match at the hands of Brooklyn and Cat Smalls. So this matchup with Brooklyn is scheduled tonight, and then she will meet the leader Justice Fitzgerald at WrestleMania. So here we go, folks. Match 3 here on Annihilation, and again, Brooklyn Von Braun doing too much talking, and Sasha Fierce ain't gonna have any of that here tonight. And he said Justice Fitzgerald has a front row seat to watch Sasha Fierce, not like she hasn't been watching her entire career. Justice Fitzgerald, a second-generation wrestler, has been to MPWF shows, was in the crowd when Sasha Fierce and Yusha Hattori had their generational matchup at WrestleMania 2. And here we are going into WrestleMania 11, where she is challenging her here tonight. Again, Justice Fitzgerald, I think, hides her insecurities in her arrogance and a downright gaslighting that she does to others, as we've seen with Serenity. And again, Serenity is another factor that can be involved in this matchup. But again, more of that as the time goes on. Sasha Fierce spoke to Serenity on our previous episode, telling her, whatever's going on with you and Justice Fitzgerald, stay out of my business. And that's the thing, with so many stories, with so many angles happening, the main story gets messed up sometimes, especially here in the MPWF. And what I mean by that is, the main story here is another legend versus legend killer matchup. Let's face it, Justice Fitzgerald versus Sasha Fierce at WrestleMania. As Justice Fitzgerald up the top rope with a whisper in the wind there on Brooklyn Von Braun. And that's the main story. Can Sasha Fierce do it one more time? Can she reach the promised land one more time? Or will Justice Fitzgerald continue the most dominating reign we have seen in the modern era here? I know, wait a minute, distraction by the mothership of Brooklyn Von Braun taking advantage. But will she continue the most dominant title reign here in the modern era of the MPWF? That's the story. But with all the other caveats, the mothership, Serenity, that story sometimes gets lost in translation, folks. As Brooklyn Von Braun here wrenching at Sasha Fierce. Justice and Cat Smalls going at the crowd. And there's an elbow there by Brooklyn Von Braun. So the mothership not well liked at all. And again, they don't do anything to be liked by the MPWF fans whatsoever. And now look at this, just choking Sasha Fierce on a headbutt. And again, Justice would be very happy if her crony Brooklyn was still able to pin Sasha Fierce before WrestleMania. And quite frankly, not even just pin her, but in some kind of way injure her before WrestleMania. Again, that's the thing that's hard. Before WrestleMania, being put in a matchup, look at Ricky Cash right now. Ricky Cash is visibly hurt going into WrestleMania. Sasha Fierce could end up that way as well. Oh my gosh, with moves like that. And now wait a minute. Cash Falls just took a straight shot there. Sasha Fierce in another one. This should be a disqualification. Wait a minute. The referee just kicked Cass Smalls out, and Justice Fitzgerald running away so she don't get kicked out as well. And thank God, folks. It's about damn time the referees do their job here. That should be a disqualification. Cass Smalls just took a couple cheap shots there on Sasha Fierce, but she has been kicked out, leaving Justice here as Brooklyn goes for the cover and Sasha kicks out. I mean, we said it before, Sasha Fierce has overcome the odds multiple times here in the MPWF. Many times when people said that she couldn't do it, when she couldn't find the way, she has. And is she going to be able to find a way tonight and find a way at WrestleMania, as Brooklyn Von Braun has that almighty bear hug on Sasha Fierce, and it's a move we don't see in modern wrestling because it's considered boring, but sometimes boring's the most effective, as Sasha Fierce fights back with the Mongolian chop. And Fierce now with a clothesline of Brooklyn Von Braun, and another clothesline. And now Brooklyn Von Braun trying to kick her, but no, gets tripped by Sasha Fierce. And just like tonight in Liverpool, in Wembley Stadium, this crowd, 90,000 people, are going to be on the side of Sasha Fierce. Sasha Fierce now off the top rope here, and a senton splash. Go for the cover here. 1, 2, and a kick out there by Von Braun, and you have Justice Fitzgerald undoing the turnbuckle pad. And now look at this, Justice distracting Sasha Fierce and the referee, giving the advantage back to Brooklyn Von Braun, and now Von Braun with the full Nelson here on Sasha Fierce. And like I said, this is what Sasha Fierce is going to have to contend with at WrestleMania. But a stop to the foot there and a jawbreaker. And that one has got Brooklyn Von Braun shaky. And there's the Salida del Sol by Sasha Fierce. I got the cover here. 2, and I'll kick you out. Good matchup we're seeing here on Annihilation. But now Brooklyn Von Braun catches Sasha Fierce with a roll-up. 2, no, kick you out. And Von Braun went for the boot. Sasha Fierce ducked under it. And now Sasha Fierce missing. Went for that question mark kick. Reversal. Shot there by Sasha Fierce. Discus punch by Fierce. And now Fierce with the collar over tie up. And there's the code breaker by Sasha Fierce. Catching Brooklyn Von Braun sweet on the chin. And now Fierce going to the top rope here. Von Braun is down. Sasha Fierce is looking for that senton off the top rope. A senton splash off the top rope by Sasha Fierce. And hooking the leg here. 1, 2, 3. And Sasha Fierce does it again. This is what she's notorious for, folks. This is what Sasha Fierce has garnered a Hall of Fame career from, folks. Is finding a way. And Justice Fitzgerald might be the baddest, might be the youngest, might be the most intimidating champion of this era in the MPWF. But Sasha Fierce has made a career at killing the giants in the women's division. Can she do it one more time at WrestleMania? What a victory for Miss Sasha Fierce here tonight. Again, what an ovation for Sasha Fierce here. It is always a treat to see Sasha Fierce wrestling in the MPWF. And now, wait a minute, Justice Fitzgerald getting right in the face of Sasha Fierce here. And that's odd, because usually Justice Fitzgerald tries to attack Sasha Fierce from behind. But Justice saying, calm down there, Granny. I'm not going to attack you this episode. I want to take a look at you. You know, this is a very pivotal moment in my title reign and Hall of Fame career. Legacy seems to be the theme of WrestleMania, and that's the name of your group. And what's interesting is your legacy is on the line at WrestleMania. Sasha Fierce, the greatest women's wrestler of all time. And again, it's hard to argue. Sasha Fierce has been the staple of this women's division since the inception of the MPWF. Justice says you have the chance to validate your entire career. The ultimate comeback. You return at WrestleMania 10, and in 1 year, the great Sasha Fierce will wrestle one more time for the MPWF Undisputed Women's Championship. You must be honored to not pass the torch to me, but to continue to keep the flame ignited on the greatest women's champion in MPWF history, the Justice. And that's what I'm talking about. That arrogance by Justice Fitzgerald. It needs to be quelled, folks. And Sasha says, if you're not exhausted being this arrogant, the act is stale. Is this all you can really say before the biggest match of your career? Arrogance, manipulation with that poor girl Serenity. My brother-in-law mentioned on War to Shane Carter. What do you want your legacy to be? What do you want your legacy to be? And Sasha Fierce reiterating that to Justice Fitzgerald. And that is true, Justice. What do you want your legacy to be? Because this cannot be it. Sasha says, I said it last episode that I'm from around the way. I have faced them all and seen them all. I have watched the rise and fall and rise of this women's division. My legacy is more than intact. What you don't realize is I'm a very dangerous opponent for you. Not because I'm physically stronger than you or more athletic, but if you beat someone else on this roster at WrestleMania, that's expected. That adds to you being the best of this generation. And that's very true. Sasha says, but if you underestimate me or don't take this match seriously and lose, that means you lose to an over-the-hill veteran. That means you could never have hung in my generation. It will eat you alive. The truth is, I am in the best shape of my career. The truth is that I am wiser and more intense than I've ever been. The truth is that when I beat you at WrestleMania, it will be because I'm better than you. Well, there you have it, folks. Sasha Fierce telling Justice Fitzgerald that at WrestleMania, I'm going to beat you because I'm better than you. And it's going to eat you alive when it happens. Will that take place? It's Justice versus Sasha. Future versus the past. WrestleMania. And oh wait, we're back here with the Cypher, who is very emotional right now, folks. And Ben Rick says, Cypher, I wanted to catch a word with you. I heard that you've been beyond pissed off backstage tonight. You stopped and attacked CJ Parker earlier, and you still have a main event match against the heavyweight champion Max Payne. Where is your head at? And the Cypher's going to have to calm those emotions down. A man like CJ Parker wants the Cypher to be riled up before their matchup at WrestleMania. Cypher says, Rich, I'm beyond pissed off right now. That son of a you-know-what, CJ Parker wasn't lying, and I hate it. I've worked my ass off to be in this position on Annihilation. I've grown over this year. I won the tag titles for a cup of coffee with Angel Ortiz, but what else do I have to show for it? I was last eliminated in the Royal Rumble, second place in the WrestleMania tournament. No MPWF, YouTube, or Zero Limits title to speak of. I've come close time and time again, but I have failed when it counts the most. Parker took out Billy Ray Peterson and shoved it in my damn face. He talked ish to my brother. Parker is treading a fine line, and he's been right about my career, and I can't handle that. Tonight, I'm going to take all my frustration out on Max Payne. I don't care how damn big he is. Cypher, I said, very emotional tonight, even admitting that he thinks that CJ Parker is right about him. He says, I'm going to bring the fight to Payne and prove that after WrestleMania, I deserve a shot at the MPWF Heavyweight Championship. But I want to show the world that at WrestleMania, I am the Cypher, and that I am going to win the YouTube Championship, my first major singles title in the MPWF. It's time for me to go to the next level. I have spoken. And again, a lot going on in the mind there of the Cypher. And again, I think he's being too hard on himself. The Cypher has had an exceptional year, especially this early on here in the MPWF. I don't believe he needs to be behaving this way. But again, if he does want to prove CJ Parker wrong, he's got to beat him. But what is this? This is not scheduled. I'm looking at my notes right now, and I was not expecting the Beautiful Angels to come out here tonight. Quite frankly, they should be reprimanded for attacking Christian Paul backstage in the locker room last episode after these sore losers lost the tag team title matchup. And you can just feel the show just go down every time these two come out. Nobody wants to see these two goofballs. Look at this here. Look at George Jackson and the MPWF fans taking their time to be as cocky as ever. What have these guys got to show for? You got the Cypher that's upset about him not winning a championship in the MPWF, but he listed off everything he's done here this year. What have these two bozos done this year in the MPWF? All we've heard them do is yap, 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 bark, 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 bark. But that's about it. And unfortunately, they're about to do some more barking here, folks. I think even I'm getting exhausted talking about the potential of the Beautiful Angels. The question is, if you're never going to live up to it, then let's not talk about it anymore. Maybe it's time to move on and do something else. But don't piss off the MPWF fans the way you guys are. And Holiday says, a smart man said, any reaction is a good reaction. So the fact that you idiots boo us show that you really care about us. And with that said, KK Kwam, your hottest tag team is without a match at WrestleMania. We should be the tag team champions. The young ones claim they are doing charity work, but the real reason they aren't here tonight is because we took out Christian Paul. Take a look. The young ones are doing charity work, folks. They cannot be here tonight, regardless of what any of these idiots say. And unfortunately, we're going to take a look at what happened to Christian Paul last episode. Look at this in the locker room. The Beautiful Angels are attacking Christian Paul here. Now, Rohit Khan is with this Cypher at the moment, so there is no one in the back to protect Christian Paul. Young Mike must be somewhere else in the building, and oh my goodness. The Beautiful Angels taking out Christian Paul, sore losers. They didn't win the tag team titles tonight. Mike Cal says, we are the most beautiful people on the roster. We deserve a tag team title shot. Name a team better than us. You can't. This season we've been held down. It's time that we are given a title shot during the biggest weekend of the year. It's campaign season. Chant Beautiful Angels for tag team champs. There ain't nobody gonna chant that. Election season or not, ain't nobody gonna chant that whatsoever. We are all sick to death of these two idiots. Oh, wait a second. Wait a damn minute. I think the time for talking about be done here, folks. Oh my goodness. Look here. If I was the Beautiful Angels, I would run right now. We've been calling these guys cowards for episodes. It's time to live up to that name and get the hell out of here. You don't want nothing to do with Helios Christ and Systematic Carnage right now, especially with how pissed they are after they went and fought in the void last episode. Run. I'm telling you right now, pick up them legs and run, because this ain't gonna end well whatsoever. Oh my goodness, folks. You want to talk about plus 9,000 aura, ladies and gentlemen. The Kings of Darkness together with the Avenged Sevenfold in the background. Generational ovation by Liverpool, England here tonight. about Palmer, and I wait a minute. These two men want to speak, and quite frankly, ain't nobody going to stop them. And Heels Christ says WrestleMania is coming up next, and we are bringing the darkness to Wembley Stadium. WrestleMania weekend will be the graveyard of our enemies. Thanatos will return to WrestleMania to perish once again, and Benson Clement will feel my wrath. But not only that, we will be competing twice. Scheduled for the WrestleMania buy-in show, we will be in a triple threat MPWF Tag Team title match. Oh my goodness, folks. It might be a wrap for the tag team titles. As Systematic Carnage says, it will be an orgy of carnage. We will walk into WrestleMania as the MPWF Tag Team Champions, and we will bring my son back from the clutches of Thanatos Evil. As the mortals say, at WrestleMania, we are going to, you know what he just said there, folks. I cannot repeat that. But they gonna mess it up, folks. The Kings of Darkness have spoken here tonight to take a word from the Cypher. So it's going to be a triple threat tag team matchup at the buy-in show. And these two men are going to look to win the tag team titles. I am terrified. I am terrified for the Annihilation tag team division. Oh my goodness. The darkness is back. Folks, you have to subscribe to us at MPWF Wrestling for that. The darkness will be challenging for the tag team titles at the WrestleMania buy-in show, folks. Avenged Sevenfold is back. Let me say it again, Avenged Sevenfold is back. Wait a minute, look at this backstage. The Super Sparks brothers together once again talking about returns. Ryan says, I'm excited for tonight. The Super Sparks brothers are back in action. We look good, we feel good. Now look at our new sick merchandise. WrestleMania is on the horizon, and finally I get to shut up Jaime Emo for good. The people here in Liverpool are against us tonight, but I'm Team MPWF. I'm about this brand. You should be cheering. Main event Ryan Sparks. Tony says, and brother, don't worry, they will. I've never seen a person work harder or mean more to this MPWF brand than you. You've carried our family legacy, and Jaime Emo cannot take that. He needs a lesson in respect, and as big brother Tony, I'm going to beat some respect into him tonight. This night at WrestleMania are going to be monumental. I mean, I'm not going to lie, that's some sick merchandise by the Sparks brothers. Ryan says there's nothing more to say about this match with Jaime Emo at WrestleMania. It's the biggest match of the show. We're going to beat the hell out of each other and steal the show. But regardless of what he says, main event Ryan Sparks is a legend, and I'm going to prove it at WrestleMania. As for tonight, it's going to be a Super Sparks special, watching Jaime get beat by Big Brother Tony. Well, later tonight, it's going to be Big Brother Tony versus Jaime Emo and Pick Your Poison. And here's the general manager, KK Kwam, and he says, I apologize for the interruption, but I need to quickly make an announcement. I just want to give the tag team title match an official announcement. At the WrestleMania buy-in show, the Young Ones will defend the MPWF tag team titles against the Beautiful Angels and the Kings of Darkness in a triple threat match. I've been informed by Mason Gray that if the KOD win the tag team titles, they will be on the line against the Void in a handicap match at WrestleMania. We're talking about adding even more weight to that matchup between the Kings of Darkness and the Void. And he says, and as I'm sure you will figure it out, thanks to Kivo, tendencies will no longer be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. I hope Kivo gets what's coming to him at WrestleMania, but I will determine the final Annihilation spot for the match in an 8-man over-the-top Battle Royal match at the buy-in show. 8 Annihilation and or free agents will have the opportunity. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show. So that's huge, folks. We're going to have an over-the-top Battle Royal to determine the final spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. Klaus, the Scorpion, is a bad man, folks. We saw him on MPWF War, live from his hometown of Munich in Germany, show up and take out the brand new Cruiserweight champion Marcus Eagle. But here he is, a member of the Annihilation brand, easily one of the favorites to win in the Money in the Bank ladder match. But again, before the Elimination Chamber matchup, before New Year's Revolution, he broke the neck of Sub-Zero Angel Ramirez Ortiz, putting him out of action for over 6 months. And his rival, Sub-Zero, will return at WrestleMania in the Money in the Bank ladder match, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what this crowd here has been chanting at him the entire night. Suplex City, the chants for Angel Ortiz. Klaus in action here tonight, looking to dominate some poor fool. But again, look at how focused this man is. Look at how focused the Scorpion is. Dangerous. The word dangerous gets thrown around a lot here. I mean, it's wrestling. Everybody's dangerous. But when you're dangerous with a capital D, that's what Klaus is. Downright terrifying, folks. And now listen to this. Klaus ain't gonna sell it, but you know for a fact that this is getting on his nerves. You know for a fact that he don't enjoy this. What the hell is this? Oh, who is this? Boston Connor. Who brought this guy to the MPWF? Boston Connor is part of that controversial Pat McAfee DLC pack and has been causing nothing but issues all over the place. And he's making his MPWF debut here tonight on Annihilation. And honestly, how on earth is this man expected to defeat Klaus right now? That's what I'm telling you right now. Because he looks excited for his debut here in the MPWF. But this ain't going to end well. Look, I know nothing about Boston Connor. I know nothing about his group of friends. All I know is that he's out here for action. Again, I guess this is the thing. If you can bring the pain, bring the pain. Maybe Boston Connor knows something I don't. Maybe Massachusetts has got something that I don't know that can take out Klaus here tonight. The toxic table. What does that even mean? You were talking about downright terrifying. How on earth are you not shaking in your boots against Klaus right now? He's quite tall though, Boston Connor. I'll give him that. If anybody knows anything about this guy, let me know right now in the live chat. Not doing a Hulk Hogan chat in front of Klaus. And Klaus chopped the crap out of him for that. Oh man, this ain't gonna be good. This crowd here was chatting Suplex City at Klaus, and they might be cheering the Scorpion right now against Boston Connor as a German suplex. And another chop. Honestly, KK Kwam might have sucked at Boston Connor, folks. Boston Connor might have came in there for a job application, and KK Kwam said, yeah. I just signed the dotted line, man. I got you a match. I'll get you in the MPWF, don't worry. What's your name, Boston? Alright, Boston, let's go. Because you don't sign up willingly for a matchup against the Scorpion, I'll tell you that. Klaus now got Boston Connor again for another suplex right on the back of his head. And now sends Connor into the buckle. Oh my God, what a clothesline. And Klaus is toying with his food right now, folks. Oh man, you heard that. You felt that, folks. The vibrations were strong, and Boston Connor may have bought the most expensive ticket to an ass whooping I've ever seen, folks. Because that's the Scorpion by Klaus, and that is all she wrote, folks. Thank you for calling Boston Connor. Do not pass go. Do not turn right. You are going in a gurney all the way back to Massachusetts. Lord have mercy. That's a bad man, folks. That is a bad man. I ain't gonna call him the baddest man on the planet. That's Angel Ortiz, but Klaus, that's a bad man. Wait a minute. Wait a second. That's Marcus Eagle wrapping up the F4. And Marcus Eagle getting retribution on Klaus here. Marcus Eagle, who got assaulted by Klaus on War, is here on Annihilation. The new Cruiserweight Champion, the leader of the generation of scum, the California Prince, and there's the bloodline. By the son of an Eagle, Marcus taking out Klaus here tonight. Both of these men will be in the Money in the Bank ladder matchup, the only interpromotional matchup at WrestleMania. And Marcus Eagle sending a message here tonight to Klaus. This one is picking up folks here for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Oh, wait a minute. There's T-Dot. And Marcus Eagle is on T-Dot's show. And the Destroyer now having Eagle up and slaps him to the floor. And now wait a second here. T-Dot headed to the ring. T-Dot taking out Marcus Eagle, who came out here and surprised Klaus. And now T-Dot getting in Klaus's face. And look at this, folks. Money in the Bank at WrestleMania. Only one man could grab that briefcase and change their career forever. Could you imagine what a fight would be like between these two men? The Scorpion and the Destroyer. Who is going to leave Mr. Money in the Bank? Welcome back to Annihilation, folks. We are backstage with Angelina Peace, who is set for tag team action here tonight. As Clarissa Clearwater says, Angelina, thank you for taking this time for an interview before your match tonight. We are trying to get as many interviews done before WrestleMania. I know you're excited for the event and excited for the prospect of becoming the MPWF Intercontinental Champion. What are your thoughts about the match? Ingrid heading to War and the attack from Fay Bartlett last episode. A lot has gone on in this division here in just this past set of episodes, folks. Ingrid is now on MPWF War, and Angelina Peace was attacked by Fay Bartlett. And Peace says, Clarissa, I always want to make history. So you're right. I am beyond excited and ready for this Intercontinental title match. I've been blessed with an insane career in the MPWF, but I'm not even close to being done yet. I got a whole lot left in me. Competitively, I'm not upset that Ingrid is out of this match, but personally, I would have loved another chance in the ring against her. But if she's gone to War to get stronger, then God help us all. And honestly, Angelina Peace ain't wrong about that. If Ingrid comes back a menace, this is bad for the women's division. She says, I don't know what Kwam has planned for this match, whether it's going to be a three-way dance or if he's going to replace Ingrid. The field is stacked. You've seen how good Serenity has gotten this year, and Fay Bartlett is my biggest rival. We are destined to battle to the end of our careers. She's upset me because of what happened to her. She's upset at me because of what happened to her face at SummerSlam inside of the Hell in a Cell. And that's right, these two women battled in the main event of SummerSlam in Hell in a Cell, and that ruined Fay Bartlett's face. She says maybe she should have thought of that when she spent the better part of 2021 trying to end my career. See, Fay isn't upset about her face. She's upset that her ego is damaged. She can make people's lives a living hell, but when karma comes back to her, she can't handle it. Fay, I'm not sorry about Hell in a Cell. An eye for an eye. I'm going to be the IC champion. If Fay wants to get dirty, I'll see you in the mud. Well, man, Angelina Peace didn't mess around with her words whatsoever, folks. Angelina Peace didn't mess around with her words whatsoever. And now look at Jaime Emo. And you know he ain't happy at all with what happened last episode. And Ben Rich says, Jamie, coming up next, you'll take on Tony Sparks. Last episode, Tony took you out for his brother Ryan. I know you must be frustrated and are ready for this match with Ryan at WrestleMania. Jamie, what's your final thoughts? Again, Jaime Emo has to be furious, folks. And Emo says, no words needed. No words needed. And here we go. And there's Tony Sparks, or Big Brother Tony as he's being called right now. The return of the Super Sparks Brothers, folks. And I'll tell you this right now. The merchandise is sick. I'm definitely got myself a Super Sparks Brothers t-shirt. But it's not about merchandise. It's about the fact that these two brothers are reunited again right before Ryan goes to face Jaime Emo in perhaps the biggest match of his career at WrestleMania 11. Ryan Sparks, for the first time since we returned to YouTube, is not going to be in the main event of WrestleMania challenging for the MPWF Championship. That's a crazy statistic. And instead he's going to be facing one of the biggest legends in pro wrestling history in Jaime Emo. And now his brother, Big Brother Tony, has a shot here tonight in Pick Your Poison. Jaime Emo picked John Cena to face Ryan Sparks last episode in one hell of a matchup, where we saw Tony return and take out Jaime Emo. And again, this is going to be interesting to see going forward what the Super Sparks Brothers are going to be like here on MPWF Annihilation. What an entrance for the Super Sparks Brothers here tonight. And you'll know this is going to be a generational ovation by Liverpool, England here tonight. There he is, folks. Legend of the game, Jaime Emo. No words necessary here tonight. Jaime Emo is all business. Jaime Emo has changed the game since coming to Annihilation. But quite frankly, I don't want to say this about the MPWF roster, but they have screwed Jaime Emo which way or not. Again, Jaime Emo was taken out at the Royal Rumble by Tony Sparks, so he could not compete in the WrestleMania tournament. Jaime Emo was looking for a chance to get retribution at WrestleMania. A big conversational topic is, what side are you on? Team Emo and Team Sparks. Ryan says that he's Team MPWF. Again, you can take it the way you see it, have it the way you want it. It's going to be a generational war at WrestleMania. Again, Tony Sparks back in action on Annihilation for the first time in 10 years here against Jaime Emo. And Tony Sparks looks great, folks. Tony Sparks has been eating his protein, getting some size on him. Tony Sparks, a former cruiserweight champion, former hardcore champion, and a drop kick there by Jaime Emo. And of course, the Super Sparks Brothers, former tag team champions. Jaime Emo, former YouTube champion in the MPWF, but in the URWL, held every championship in that company's existence. Ryan Sparks, on the other hand, on the outside of the ring, as a Grand Slam champion in the MPWF, he has held every championship you can think of. As Emo now firing at Tony Sparks. Get interested that the Sparks Brothers believe that Jaime Emo is targeting not just Ryan's legacy, but the entire family legacy, by saying that Ryan Sparks is not a legend of pro wrestling. And again, this is all subjective, folks. What you believe, what side you're on. Then these two men have been going at it for months. Like I said, finally, it was Ryan that struck first, though. So again, that's something you have to think about as well. What is this about? Who's in the right here? Is it better to have the preemptive strike? Or is it better to be the man that stays in the back? As Tony Sparks on the top rope, but there's a double axe. I don't know, he misses. Jaime Emo catching him in the midsection. Because that's what Ryan did, was a preemptive strike to Jaime Emo. Again, sticks and stones like we talked about earlier. Jaime Emo can say what you wanted. Ryan's the one that made this get physical. And I commend KK Kwam for making these two men not be able to touch each other before WrestleMania, or else they would have just been brawling all around the ring area for every single episode. And we couldn't have that. We've already got enough shenanigans going on here in the MPWF. There's a shooting star press there by Jaime Emo, hooking the leg here on Tony Sparks for the cover, and a kick out there by Tony. So Tony now returned at the Royal Rumble in an amazing moment, entering that matchup at number 2 as Jaime Emo watching here, and Tony runs right to the clothesline. So Tony would definitely set his career back on the right path if he is able to pin Jaime Emo here tonight. We got Ryan pick someone he could trust to be in there with Jaime Emo in this Pick Your Poison matchup. I said Emo surprised everyone. He picked John Cena last episode. John Cena, a former hardcore champion. John Cena, a running buddy of Tony Sparks. And oh my God, Emo going back to them youngster days with that Phoenix Star Splash. But did not connect here. Tony Sparks now taking advantage. So again, a lot of history all around. Legacy, folks. It's all about legacy. That is the theme for WrestleMania. As Tony now driving that boot in the throat of Jaime Emo. And basking in the boos from this crowd. And Tony Sparks is no stranger getting booed by the MPWF fans. Again, it was actually quite surprising to see the ovation he got at the Royal Rumble. So, distance will make the heart grow fond, and that's how it was for Tony Sparks for about a week. And Tony now has Jaime Emo, and there's a net breaker. Nice combination there by Tony Sparks. Big brother Tony feeling himself here tonight. Tony now sending Jaime Emo back into the buckle. And now Tony, what a drop kick there. I thought Emo got the hands up, but he did not. And now, got that knee in the back, got that chin lock. Reverse chin lock on Jaime Emo, applying the pressure. And now Emo, the sit out. Beautiful switch. And there's a sling blade by Jaime Emo. And Emo went straight off the offense, but Tony able to block it. And now Tony Sparks with a right hand there by Tony. And oh, there's the Superstardom kick. The Superstardom kick there. Might have knocked Jaime Emo out here on Annihilation 2. And Jaime Emo gets the shoulder up. And Ryan on the outside though. Very confident in his brother. Again, some people may not have even been expecting Tony Sparks for Ryan to pick. But like I said, you got to go with who you trusted. Oh no. Tony went for the dive. Jaime Emo saw it coming. And there's the impaler DDT on the floor. So this one has gotten very personal between Jaime Emo and Ryan Sparks here in the MPWF. And now, wait a minute, Emo could be looking for the emotion to finish off Tony Sparks here and now. I know, just fire it back with these strikes again. And an elbow right to the, was that the throat he got him there? And I was going to try to break that arm of Tony. Going right after the wrist here. Debilitating Tony Sparks. And now look at these right hands here by Jaime Emo. And now Tony, nice reversal there by Tony Sparks. What a matchup this is here on MPWF Annihilation. What a night it's been so far here for the WrestleMania edition of MPWF Annihilation. WrestleMania is oh so close, folks. It is just MPWF on the ground. And then we are for our WrestleMania festivities, ladies and gentlemen. As Jaime Emo has him up, and there's an inverted DDT by Jaime Emo. And now Tony can't catch a break now. Jaime Emo's all over him with a shooting star press. And now Jaime Emo go for a second shooting star press. And Jaime Emo is beyond fired up, folks. Jaime Emo is beating the teetotal hell out of Tony Sparks. Jaime Emo not happy at all with what happened last episode. And he's doing something about it here tonight. And a shot there by Jaime Emo. And another shot dropping down Tony Sparks. And there's another sling blade. And Emo getting right in the face of Ryan Sparks. And Ryan cannot do anything about it. And Ryan trying to tell this crowd to shut up. Again, Ryan already said that Liverpool was against him here tonight. The crowd was on his side in Washington, D.C. And Emo decided he's not going to go for a cover here. And Emo now sets Tony Sparks right into the buckle. And man, Tony dropped before Emo could even hit that drop kick. And now Ryan's going to have to watch. You will be fined without pay and suspended and miss WrestleMania if you touch your opponent. That's something Ryan has to think about. I look at Ryan now taunting Jaime Emo, and Jaime Emo solely focusing on Tony Sparks. Oh my God, what a kick. What a kick. And now Emo again, another reverted DDT. And Emo, out of instinct, went for the cover and decided to let go. And he's going to punish Tony Sparks. And honestly, there is nothing that Ryan Sparks can do about it, because if he gets involved here, and Jaime Emo is literally telling him this, your brother is mine. This is what's going to happen to you at WrestleMania. If Ryan wants Jaime Emo at WrestleMania, he cannot get involved in this situation. And Emo is beating the living hell out of Tony Sparks. Oh my gosh. And now Jaime will go for the emotion and he hits it. Emotion on Tony Sparks. And again, he's not done. He is not done. Oh my God, Jaime Emo has split open Tony Sparks, and he is not stopping. And Ryan is fuming on the outside. Big brother Tony is a mess. And Emo again with the second emotion to Tony Sparks. And look at the blood pouring out of Tony Sparks' head. And Emo going for the cover. And he just sent a message to Ryan Sparks. Man, when have you seen Jaime Emo in this state like this, folks? He beat the hell out of Tony Sparks, 2 emotions, and Ryan had to stand there and watch his brother get destroyed by Jaime Emo here tonight. And that feels good for Jaime Emo after what happened last episode. But at WrestleMania, these two men are finally going to be able to lock horns. And wait a minute, Ryan getting in the ring. Ryan, you got to watch out here. You will miss WrestleMania if you touch Jaime Emo. And these two men staring each other down. They are finally going to square off after months of waiting. It's going to be Ryan Sparks versus Jaime Emo at WrestleMania 11. Are you Team Emo or are you Team Sparks? And I went Rohit Khan. Rohit Khan, and make sure this one doesn't go crazy, folks. It's going to be a war at WrestleMania. My goodness, folks. And again, for more updates heading into WrestleMania, follow us on Twitter/X at MPWF 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be a crazy matchup. Jaime Emo versus Ryan Sparks. Still to come, tag team women's action, as well as the Cypher versus Max Payne in the main event tonight. WrestleMania is going to be special, folks. I know I keep saying it, but we're so close, and you can feel it. You can feel the energy. You can feel the energy. The chi in the building is telling you this, and now look at this. Mason Gray backstage with the champ Max Payne. And he says, Monster, Destroyer, Purveyor of Justice, you are the standard of the MPWF. I told you well over a year ago that I would take you to the top. You are untouchable. WrestleMania is looming, Max. What you did last episode was amazing. You bashed Ricky Cash's head from an announce table to steel step to the stands. It was glorious, and you continued it tonight. The end is coming. Dr. Rice will be completely gone. Joe Eagle will never get the Hall of Fame induction these people think he deserves. You will punish Ricky Cash and send him into retirement permanently. And as for Sean, Shane Carter will join us and become the CW World Champion, and then I will have his career end at your hands. You will get retribution for Hell in a Cell. And obviously that's what Max Payne wants. That's obviously what's going on through his head. Gray says, now my friend, that is for your future. Tonight you must destroy the Cypher, strike fear into Ricky Cash and the rest of these people's eyes. You are the reigning, defending MPWF Heavyweight Champion of the world. I think Mason Gray might just finish himself after talking about Max Payne, folks. But again, you can't deny the fact he is the reigning heavyweight champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen. And you have to be wondering what's going on in the mind of Fay Bartlett after hearing those comments from Angelina Peace. Fay Bartlett, again, believes this has nothing to do with her ego. She believes that she was destroyed in Hell in a Cell. Her looks was destroyed in Hell in a Cell. Now, this is what we call a hypocrite, ladies and gentlemen. That is the definition of her ego being ruined. But Fay Bartlett has navigated through this, and we have seen her be as vicious as anyone on this MPWF roster. And now with an opportunity to challenge for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania, and tonight accompanied by Joan DuPont. Folks, this is a dangerous tag team, Destruction Francaise, and they have certainly caused destruction on Annihilation. But again, Fay Bartlett, she has been yet to get a championship belt since she lost the women's title at SummerSlam in 2021. And this could be her redeeming moment. This could be what this is all building towards at WrestleMania. And again, we've also seen too, the fans here have been cheering Fay Bartlett as of late, appreciating her skill in the ring. We're very happy to see her. And I said earlier, you know, distance makes the heart grow fonder, ladies and gentlemen, and that's how it's been with Fay Bartlett. You can hear a mixed reaction in Liverpool, England for the French-born beauty. And like I said, this is going to be great action here in the women's division. We already saw tonight Sasha Fierce take on Brooklyn Von Braun, and we continue it here. So again, listen to this ovation for Fay Bartlett. I think Angelina Peace was right, ladies and gentlemen. You know that when you find a rival, a person that you don't like, you know you're destined to do this forever. Good, bad, or indifferent. The previous generation, it was Sasha Fierce and Yoshiharu Atari. Then it's Fay Bartlett and Angelina Peace, and we are now figuring out who it's going to be of our future generation with the women's wrestlers here in the MPWF. But Angelina P says that she is always looking to make history, and she wants to be the Intercontinental Champion when the buy-in show is all said and done. The longest reigning women's wrestling champion in the MPWF ever on YouTube is Angelina Peace. Justice Fitzgerald is on her way to closing in on that, and it was Justice Fitzgerald that defeated her at WrestleMania to become the Undisputed Women's Champion. And Angelina Peace has been unable to win championship gold since then, wants to change that at the buy-in show. the curious case of Serenity, folks. And what exactly does Dwayne James Johnny Flippin mean about the curious case of Serenity? Serenity is an extremely talented wrestler in the MPWF, and especially in the last calendar year, we have seen glimpses of a future main eventer. Moments that make you go, could Serenity be the one taken from the Shane Carter, Sean Stevens situation? She showed that at New Year's Revolution. She showed that at the Royal Rumble. She showed that in the Gauntlet matchup. But Serenity has to make it happen. But again, some argue is the deal with Justice Fitzgerald. Again, there's obviously a lot of history between her and Justice Fitzgerald. Best friends, even maybe a little bit more than that as it seems. But Serenity's heart was broken at New Year's Revolution when Justice fully confirmed her turn on her. And now Justice has been gaslighting her ever since then, trying to get her back on her side. And again, Serenity needs to focus on the task at hand. You know, we're going to talk about Justice. She's the leader of the women's division. She's the biggest merchandise draw. She's the biggest ticket seller. She's the undisputed women's champion. And oh wait, Fay Bartlett decided not to get in the ring here with Angelina Peace. So she's good, but back to Justice Fitzgerald, she's going to be talked about in that vein here in the MPWF. But Serenity's got to focus on the three women in this matchup, including Joan DuPont, who she'll be facing at the buy-in show. You see that Fay Bartlett, veteran experience, using the mind games of Angelina Peace. Angelina Peace is not going to be fazed by it in the slightest, ladies and gentlemen. As she throws Joan DuPont into Serenity and makes the tag. Serenity getting inside the ring here. Serenity and Angelina Peace have, you know, been working together at times in this battle against Justice Fitzgerald with this women's division. Like I said, Sasha Fierce entering the Fay will challenge for the undisputed title at WrestleMania. We saw that earlier tonight. And again, what about that last episode with KK Kwam making this announcement? What a clothesline there by Joan DuPont. Bringing back the Intercontinental Championship that he unified, folks. You know, when we had the women's tag team titles, and then that shows you the strength of the women's division of both Raw and Annihilation. That KK Kwam said, this division's too good. We can't have these women half the time trying to win the tag titles when the belts aren't on our brand. I believe that we can have the Intercontinental title division, and that's what's coming to fruition here. As Fay Bartlett got a cheap shot there on Angelina Peace, and Serenity going to use that deceptive power of hers on Fay Bartlett. And now Serenity going for a moonsault as she hits it on Fay, going for the cover here. And again, we talked about just this past calendar year. You remember when Fay Bartlett was the MPWF Women's World Champion, and Serenity challenged her in a matchup in 2021. Right there and then, we were all like, Serenity is going to be the future. But again, folks, we've talked about this countless times with the Beautiful Angels, even with the Cypher. And you know, him and Serenity are not on the same level as the Beautiful Angels, but potential. That's what gets thrown around a lot for all the young wrestlers in the MPWF, potential. But at some point, you have to live up to the potential. At some point, you have to get the victory. That's what this is all about. When it's all said and done, money, tickets, fan enjoyment, for these wrestlers, the most important thing is to be on the top of the card and holding the championship belts. That's how you get more money. That's how you feed your families. As Fay Bartlett there with that pinfall cover off the DDT. So for a wrestler like Serenity, that's what she needs to do. Again, Fay Bartlett and Angelina Peace, the reason why I'm not talking about them is because their rivalry is storied. You even see the way they're talking about each other, the way that they're going after each other in this matchup, right? They've been there. They have been to the top of the dance. They are household names in the Major Payne Wrestling Federation. Joan DuPont is being shadowed by Fay Bartlett. Joan DuPont is well on her way to being at that level. And that's exactly what you got to do. The next generation has to step up. WrestleMania is about legacy, folks. What will your legacy be here in the Major Payne Wrestling Federation? As DuPont there with that shot to the back of Angelina Peace. She's got her collar over her tie up now, throwing her into the buckle. Makes a tag, and Fay Bartlett back inside the ring. Destruction Francaise in control. They are the legit tag team in this matchup. They made it to the finals of the women's tag title tournament. And Fay Bartlett, oh my goodness, driving those knees into the shoulder blade. Trying to affect that brachial plexus there of Angelina Peace, and what a hook kick there by Fay Bartlett and going for the cover here. And not to mention too, with Fay Bartlett and Angelina Peace eliminated Fay Bartlett from the gauntlet matchup, which something for Fay Bartlett was not happy about at all. And again, I said the history is storied between Fay Bartlett and Angelina Peace, but for those of you that don't know, these two women trained with each other in the very beginning. There's, like I said, somewhere on YouTube, there's World Wrestling Future episode 1 from back in 2013, where these two women faced each other. They have been with each other since developmental in the MPWF, all the way to becoming the world champions. And now Serenity in the ring. Tag was made as Serenity there with a clothesline on Joe DuPont. And now boot there to DuPont. And Serenity with a spear. And Serenity in control right here and now. She can feel it here. And oh, what a forearm right to the face there of DuPont. And now Serenity whipping DuPont into the ropes. Dropped down there by Serenity. And oh, what a shoulder tackle, knocking her down. And now Serenity going to the top rope, bringing that momentum. And Serenity off the top there, double axe handle, dropping down DuPont. And now Serenity, what's she going for here? Perhaps the KOD. The KOD there by Serenity. Hitting like J. Cole with the cover. 2-0. Fay Bartlett breaks it up. Yeah, that's a question. When Bianca Belair came up with the name of that, was she an avid J. Cole fan? Because I am. I know I am. Who else is a J. Cole fan? You know? Anyway, in the live chat right now, who wants to talk hip-hop? I'll talk hip-hop on commentary. Wait a minute, DuPont though with a shot to the back of Serenity. And now wait a minute, Serenity in trouble, and she's up, and there's the go-home driver. Fay Bartlett out on the floor, and oh, Serenity grabbed, well, I'm not sure what happened there. DuPont may have let go of the cover. I think Angelina Peace by breaking it up actually. There's Bartlett back inside the ring once again here. And now Bartlett, look at that hammer fist right to the chest there of Serenity. And Bartlett now heading to the top rope. Serenity is down. And Bartlett up the top with the headbutt, and she misses. Serenity makes the tag. Angelina Peace back inside the ring. And Peace down with a clothesline. Drop it down, Fay Bartlett. And what a chop there. Another set of chops. And now, oh my goodness, what a clothesline. A discus clothesline by Angelina Peace. One that would make DDP happy. What a kick out there by Fay Bartlett. And Peace now going to the top rope. Going to the high rent district. And now with the moonsault as she hits it. Big time moonsault by Angelina Peace. Looking to bring more momentum. And oh, kick out by Fay Bartlett. And now Peace looking for the end here. Looking for the finish of Bartlett. Oh, Bartlett reverses though. Bartlett can sense it coming in. There's a schoolgirl. And oh, look, got the tights. Got the tights. Got the tights. And now Angelina Peace kicks out. And now Bartlett went for the clothesline. Peace ducks under it. Kick to the midsection. And now going for the Mahistra cradle on Fay Bartlett with a cover. 2. Then I'll kick out. Both of these women jockey for position here. And now, oh my goodness, crucifix driver there by Angelina Peace. And now Peace knocking DuPont off the apron. And a drop kick reversal there by Fay Bartlett. Angelina Peace rolls out the way. Angelina Peace crucifix. Go for the cover this time on Fay Bartlett. 2. Another kick out here. What action we're seeing on MPWF Annihilation. And in comes Serenity. And Serenity now, who's been good at control when she's been in the ring. And Bartlett spinning the leg around, catching her. And wait a minute. Bartlett going for the French DDT there on Serenity. The French DDT by Fay Bartlett on Serenity. And with the cover. 2-3. And Fay Bartlett gets the win. Oh my goodness, folks. Oh man, just like that. That's how powerful that DDT is. Serenity came in, was a house of fire, folks. Tagged in, Angelina Peace continued the momentum. But once that French DDT was hit, 2-3, and Fay Bartlett gets your win, ladies and gentlemen. Big time momentum for Fay Bartlett heading into the WrestleMania buy-in show. And again, The MPWF is going to be in France at some point this year. You know that she's going to want to walk into France with the Intercontinental Championship. Destruction Francaise building big momentum here, folks. Alright, wait, there's General Manager KK Kwam on the stage. And Kwam says, ladies, congratulations on your win tonight. I hate to interrupt the celebrations, but we need to address a few things before the Intercontinental title match at the WrestleMania Buy-In show. I'm very excited. I think this will be excellent for Annihilation brand, but with Ingrid headed to war, we need to replace her in the match. And after the performance tonight, Joan DuPont, you will be added to the match. So Joan DuPont will be taking Ingrid's spot in the Intercontinental title matchup at the WrestleMania Buy-In show. What an opportunity for Joan DuPont, and Kwam says, but we're not done yet. I want this match to be special, so I've signed a brand new talent to MPWF Annihilation, making this a fatal 5-way match for the Intercontinental title at the WrestleMania Buy-In show. Pandora has joined us from the free agents list and will make her debut as an Annihilation wrestler in that match. Good luck, and may the best woman win. So, ladies and gentlemen, an independent standout, Pandora, has signed for Annihilation. We have seen her on Underground, we saw her in the Royal Rumble matchup, and she has now been added to this Intercontinental title match, making it a fatal 5-way match at the WrestleMania Buy-In show. With the YouTube, wait a second, before I even get to McCurl _ Pandora has got into the ring here. Pandora is signed officially to Annihilation, folks. And Pandora is taking out Destruction Francaise here. And she's got Fay Bartlett up. And oh my god, what a power drive that was. And DuPont trying to get at her. And Pandora with the shot. And now, oh my goodness, a flatliner. At McCall _ 84, ladies and gentlemen, Pandora has signed officially to Annihilation. And she will make her debut as an Annihilation wrestler in the Intercontinental Championship match at the WrestleMania Buy-In show. And you talk about making an impact. Like I said, folks, it is always about making an impact. At any time, you can make it to the mainstay here in the MPWF. You just got to put in the work. And that's what Pandora has done. And my God, she can shock everyone and walk away as the Intercontinental Champion when WrestleMania is all said and done. Welcome back to Annihilation, folks. Again, remember to subscribe to us at MPWF Forever on Instagram and follow us on all of our socials. But right now, we're going to run down the Annihilation matches for WrestleMania 11. So you've seen it here. Sasha Fierce will battle the Justice for the MPWF Undisputed Women's Championship. The YouTube title will be on the line. The Cypher looks to win his first major singles championship against CJ Parker. Money in the Bank, representing Raw, Oscuro, Level, Stevens, and Eagle versus Klaus, T-Dot, Ortiz, and another superstar representing Annihilation. We'll find out the Buy-In show. The Darkness battles will be the Kings of Darkness versus the Void, as well in what will be a crazy handicap matchup. Ryan Sparks versus Jaime Emo. And ladies and gentlemen, the big one on the Annihilation brand, the MPWF Heavyweight Championship of the World. The number one contender, Ricky Cash, will battle Max Payne at WrestleMania 11, folks. And we're about to get ready for our main event of the evening tonight, folks. What a night it's been. A special WrestleMania edition of Annihilation. And what a show it's been. But look at this. Backstage, Justice Fitzgerald is with Serenity. And Justice says, I came to check on you. That was a rough loss out there tonight. You should have had the victory, especially going into the Intercontinental title match at the buy-in show. And again, it was tough for Serenity. She was doing well and failed again. Serenity says, look, Justice, I don't have time for this. I need to get home and I need to train. I can't lose at the buy-in show. I'm tired of showing glimpses of talent. I want the wins. I want a championship. Justice says that you have to go out there and get one. I can help you. The mothership can help you. I know that you still care about me, so let's put this water under the bridge. I went too far at New Year's Revolution, but I can make it up to you. All you have to say is that you want to be the Intercontinental Champion, and I can make it happen. This is what I've always wanted for you. Was this, you wanted the Intercontinental title for her, but you never wanted the heavyweight title for her? And Serenity says, but what about integrity, Justice? What about legacy? The things Sasha talked to you about earlier. Is this how you want to be remembered? Is this how I want to be remembered? Of course I care about you. You're my day one, but you turned your back on me. You injured me. What would I look like if I forgave you? How weak would I be then? All just to become the Intercontinental Champion? These are real questions being asked by Serenity. Justice says, strong people make hard decisions. I'm sorry, but what I did was a lesson. I've been champion for over a year because I will do what it takes. I've said it before, the only thing people will remember is that I won, and that you could win. These people will cheer me all the same when I retire, and call me the greatest ever. That could be you as well, side by side, undisputed, an Intercontinental Champion. Well, folks, that is a lot to think about for Serenity. Should she take the help from Justice Fitzgerald? Is it worth it to become the Intercontinental Champion? What the hell is this? What the hell is this? We are getting sweet here tonight in more ways than one. What is going on right now? Is this a promo? Is he gonna speak? Where did he get the stock footage from? What is happening right now? That is a very half-naked individual there, ladies and gentlemen. What is happening right now? I don't even have words to describe what's happening right now. Who is this guy? And finally, Stacy Sweet saying, MPWF Annihilation, welcome to the Anabolic Experience. Mr. HG Sweet, Stacy, if you're nasty, is about to embark on the most arduous journey to WrestleMania 11. That's right, I am in the over-the-top battle royal, and I will throw all of those calorie-deficient bozos out the ring and move on to becoming Mr. Money in the Bank, where I will take that briefcase to gyms worldwide, so I'll flex my good stuff all the way to becoming MPWF Heavyweight Champion. Could you imagine if Stacy Sweet won Money in the Bank? What is these sparkles? And he says, you know me, I only overtrain. I'll go to exhaustion. So I'm thinking that I should also be the guest host of WrestleMania. Not that little deformed banana who couldn't bench press a toothpick. I think my brother from another gym, Mac, is onto something. I think we should take the little yellow freak and kick him out to all the CrossFitters and wimps. I think it's time the Anabolic Experience comes to WrestleMania. Wow, what do you even say to that? What do you even say to that, folks? The Anabolic Experience coming to WrestleMania. Oh, man. Alright, folks. Usually it's a lot more different atmosphere going into this, but it is main event time here for Annihilation. Stacy Sweet, Stacy if you're nasty, brought the Anabolic Experience to Annihilation. But we're going to have another experience here, folks. Because here comes one of the best young wrestlers we have ever seen in the MPWF, the Cypher, ready to face the heavyweight champion. Now, if results had went a little different a couple episodes ago, this would be the MPWF Heavyweight title match at WrestleMania. And the Cypher has to, and I know he is, looking at this as an opportunity. Not just to build momentum to try and win his first major singles championship at WrestleMania in the YouTube title. But if the Cypher can score a victory over Max Payne here tonight, man, he will put himself right up there for the MPWF Heavyweight Championship. Something he already is. But we've said this, the Cypher needs to calm down, get his emotions in check. CJ Parker is playing with this boy right now. He has got him riled up. The Cypher even admitting that CJ Parker is right, that he hasn't been successful, which is not true. But again, he could put it to rest. He said this crowd here in Liverpool is literally chanting "Come on, New York" to the Cypher right now. If he could put it to rest, he can win that YouTube title at WrestleMania. And again, we've said the names who've held that belt since it's been back. CJ Parker, Lethal Mathematics, and Jaime Emo. And the Cypher could join that lineage at WrestleMania 11. But again, he has got one big ass obstacle in front of him here tonight. Folks, the heavyweight champion of the world, the real Max Payne. You can hear by this reaction from the crowd how controversial Max Payne is. Again, this man is a horrible human being with what he's done to his opponents, especially what he did to Ricky Cash, not only tonight, but last episode. But then you have MPWF fans that will cheer Max Payne because he is just downright impressive in the ring, folks. That's why he is the heavyweight champion. This man for almost 2 years has had nothing but championship gold. Whether it be the United States title, whether it be the MPWF Heavyweight Championship, he's the last United States Heavyweight Champion in MPWF history. Look at the size of him. And that's not to mention his athleticism if you haven't seen him in the ring and what he brings to the table. Then it is going to take a monumental effort for Ricky Cash to defeat this man at WrestleMania. And tonight for the Cypher to even survive this contest with Max Payne. You saw Mason Gray earlier tonight hype up Max Payne. This man really and truly believes that he is untouchable. He has no weaknesses. It's only strengths. We have the vocal majority here in Liverpool booing Max Payne here as we get set for our main event. And even this situation here for the Cypher. We talk about where the Cypher has come. This is the Cypher's second main event in Annihilation in only a couple episodes, ladies and gentlemen. He is stepping up to that next level, and he's stepping up in a big way. And he got the ones up to the sky with the headbutt there to Max Payne, and Max Payne takes him down from behind. And again, this is a hell of a matchup that KK Kwam scheduled here tonight, folks. Max Payne whipping the Cypher off the ropes. What a night of Annihilation it has been. Like I said, folks, we are so close to WrestleMania. And that's going to be the key thing for both of these men, to not get injured before Mania. What an uppercut there by Max Payne. Usually I would say the Cypher has the speed advantage, but Max Payne is a specimen, ladies and gentlemen. They built this man in a lab, folks. And the Cypher throw Max Payne into the barricade and creating some separation here. And he's telling Max Payne to come get him. And the Cypher with a dive there on Max Payne. The Cypher suckering in Max Payne. The Cypher said he's going to bring out all of his rage and frustration tonight on Payne in this matchup. And he's doing that here. But again, it is a lot Easier said than done to wear down the MPWF Heavyweight Champion of the World, Max Payne. And Payne now throwing the Cypher back inside the ring here. And now he's got the Cypher up, and now look at this, and oh my gosh. A Saito suplex on the back of the head, and there's that athleticism. That man is 6'8", hitting the moonsault, folks. 6'8". You name a sport, if he wanted to do it, he'd be the top. Football, basketball, lacrosse, hockey, you name it, this man could do it. And oh, wait a minute, cash money by Max Payne to the Cypher, and the Cypher kicks out. Now you want to talk about disrespect. Max Payne showing it. And the Cypher is struggling right now. Again, the Cypher had a little instance of being in the ring with Max Payne in the Elimination Chamber match at New Year's Revolution. In fact, Max Payne eliminated the Cypher from that Elimination Chamber matchup. And again, both of these men know each other very well. Both men from New York. Queens for the Cypher, Brownsville for Max Payne, and Cypher fires back there with a clothesline. They wrestled in the same area before getting to the Major Payne Wrestling Federation. The Cypher has mentioned it before. Between them and T-Dot is almost like the New York triumvirate, as there's a, went for that shot off the turnbuckle, but Max Payne moved out the way. And now look at this, oh my goodness. And again, they are certainly representing for New York here in the MPWF. It's Max Payne now going with those shots to the back of the spine of the Cypher. And again, like I said, I would wish this on anyone. There's the backstabber. Max Payne is just as intelligent as he is powerful. You see how he's working on that back of the Cypher, making sure there's no possible way the Cypher can pick up a man as big as Max Payne for that injury. Payne now throws the Cypher into the referee. And I'll wait for the clothesline. Cypher saw it coming, and Cypher there with a net breaker. Again, the Cypher's got no quit in him, folks. He's always going to fight back. The New York kid here with the headbutt to Max Payne. And now an elbow, but Max Payne moving out the way. And the Cypher now with that kick all the way to the knee there. And you saw Max Payne limp off that knee shot. And now again, something that I think even I have forgotten about. Max Payne injured those legs when he got thrown off the Hell in a Cell at the hands of Shawn Stevens at SummerSlam, folks. And you saw Max Payne there favor that leg, and now look at this here. Has the Cypher unlocked a weakness? I said it in the entrance that Max Payne has no weaknesses, and now look at Max Payne writhing in pain here. And Payne though throwing off the Cypher. And you know Ricky Cash, even though he was attacked earlier, is going to be paying attention to that right there. But Max Payne said that he was going to be on Ricky Cash like white on rice, folks. And he's dealing with a very determined Cypher here tonight. So what a main event this is, folks. Episode 11 of MPWF Annihilation. And oh, Max Payne run into the Cypher. Cypher with that knee up. And the Cypher now going to the top rope. And Max Payne now with a shot to the Cypher. And the Cypher blocks it. Right hand of his own. And the Cypher with a double axe handle dropping Max Payne. And you see his legs gave out on him. And now the Cypher's going to go for that modified figure 4 Boston Crab here on Max Payne. And Payne now is in trouble. And I think the Cypher has realized that Max Payne's legs are weak, but Payne using that power. And now pushing the Cypher off. Max Payne has that knee braced up, but he doesn't have the other one braced up. But it might be just as bad. That knee might be a MacGuffin to prevent wrestlers from going after it. That's the Cypher on the top rope here with the elbow to the ground. And now the Cypher, wait a second, going right back for that leg again. The Cypher going right back for that leg one more time. And he has a full 10 seconds on the outside of the floor before he has to let go. And he is wearing down Max Payne, and Max Payne cannot escape this time. His leg is in pain right now. Now Cypher going to have to break up the count before they both get counted out. And like I said, the Cypher don't want to win this matchup by count-out, which is inhumanly commendable, folks. I would have taken a count-out victory with the quickness. But now, wait a minute. Max Payne got the Cypher up here, and now, wait a minute. Oh, there's a powerbomb on the floor. And then using that strength and power for a second one. And Max Payne with 3 powerbombs to the Cypher. And Max Payne could care less. He gonna win this matchup by countout. I think we've just found a weakness in Max Payne. And Max Payne don't want that exploited anymore. And the Cypher is down and out, folks. Referee at a 5 count. Cypher slowly getting to his feet. Max Payne, you see, slowly walking over. But Max Payne got hit with that shot. And now, wait a minute. The Cypher has Max Payne. Oh, wait a minute. He's got him up. Oh, my God. Suplex him. And his leg is hit the announce table. The Cypher just suplexed him to the floor from the outside. And Max Payne's leg just hit the announce table. My God, that is the break that the Cypher is looking for. And the Cypher may be beating the allegations here of him being a failure. It may have just been one mistake against Ricky Cash. He's got the world champion reeling. And now the Cypher looking for the Superman punch. And the Superman punch to Max Payne. And Cypher hooking that leg here for the cover to pin the heavyweight champion of the world. No. Oh my God, folks. Oh, it's changed now. The momentum has changed now because Max Payne can't even get up to his feet. A weakness has been found. A weakness has been found. And oh, Max Payne fighting back here. And now throwing the Cypher into the buckle. And Max Payne, is this desperation we are seeing on Max Payne? Oh man, Cypher cashing him in that shot with the elbow. And now Max Payne went for that boot and a headbutt there. Oh, if I was Cypher, I would whip back on that figure 4 one more time. He is reeling. And now the Cypher going back with the body blows, and Max Payne reversing it using his power. But again, the Cypher is an accomplished boxer, and he's got hands on him. And there's a clothesline by the Cypher, and he's throwing hands here with Max Payne right now, hitting the ropes. The Cypher, big clothesline. And the crowd here on the side of the Cypher. This went from the Cypher on the back end to being in complete control of the spine buster to the champion. And oh my gosh, another near fall. And the Cypher now waiting for Max Payne to get up. He has the champion on the back end, but no, Max Payne ducking under. And oh my gosh, Max Payne has the Cypher up here. And now there's a powerbomb. And now picking him up again. And Max Payne gonna go for 3 powerbombs here on the Cypher, and he hits it. Triple powerbomb, and that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. 2, and oh, the Cypher kicks out. And now Max Payne is not happy about this at all. And now wait a minute, Max Payne going to the top rope here. Max Payne going to the top rope. Cypher getting to his feet. And the Molly go round and no! Cypher moved out the way. Max Payne landed badly on his leg. And now, oh my God! Immortal technique! Immortal technique! The Cypher's going to do it! He's going to pin him. Wait a minute. CJ Park is saying, oh good. We can't have the Cypher potentially beat the MPWF Heavyweight Champion. That is not a canon event. No Cypher, before your night is done, I want you to understand fully why I've targeted you before WrestleMania and exactly where I've gone and left the arena to. You see, Cypher, a lot of people don't have a long memory, but I do, and that is unfortunate for you. The Cypher watching this from the screen right now, CJ Parker is in some other building. And he says, MPWF, welcome to YouTube show 2022. Yes, this goes as far back as then. You came to the ring and helped Dr. Rice retain the MPWF tag titles against myself and Chris Champ. You derailed everything the legit ones built. I had to fight for scraps to stay relevant on this ever-expanding roster, but I watched you get handout and handout by KK Kwam. Now Parker's been festering this since 2022, folks. And the Cypher watching on here, the Cypher was in control. He had Max Payne beat, and CJ Parker saying, I am a former MPWF heavyweight champion. I should have been handed the YouTube title. Instead, I had to scratch and claw my way to it. And I beat Lethal Mathematics and Jaime Emo in the same night to do it. You were given a late number in the Rumble, an Elimination Chamber spot, the finals of the WrestleMania tournament, and you did nothing. I wasn't given anything. Parker is bitter, ladies and gentlemen. CJ Parker is bitter. And he says, I had to watch the kid who screwed me out the main event, screwed my faction. I had to watch him fail. And still Kwam was going to give you another shot in Money in the Bank. Well, I had enough. Kid, I'm better than you in every way because I'm the best wrestler in the effing world. So I will beat you at WrestleMania, expose you to the entire world. And the Cypher looking on with malice in his face. He wants a piece of CJ Parker right now. And Parker says, Cypher, you took my spot on Annihilation from me. I thought Billy Ray Peterson's arm was enough, but no, I want more. I want to screw you over. So that's why I drove over to this little indie show. Your brother just won his match. I remember wrestling my first indie dates in the UK. I didn't have something like you to politic my way onto the show, so I'm going to teach him a lesson in respect. And then Cypher, class will resume for you at WrestleMania. Wait, Parker's in an indie show right now. He's saying that the Cypher's brother is here. Oh my God, that's the Cypher's brother Romeo inside the ring. Just won his matchup, and now the Cypher, who is in the building here in Liverpool, his brother is in an indie show away from the building. And now CJ Parker getting in the ring here. And now the Cypher's brother not backing down, but oh my God, a baseball batter. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? We thought CJ Parker disappeared completely for the night. He drove over to this indie show that the Cypher's brother's wrestling at, and now he's assaulting him in the middle of the ring. And oh my goodness, he's got him up here for the burning hammer. And Parker now with the burning hammer on Romeo. Oh my goodness, folks. And now he's going to break the arm. He's going to break the arm of the Cypher's brother. Son of a bitch, ladies and gentlemen. CJ Parker just broke the arm of the Cypher's brother, and he's not even in the same building. Oh my goodness, and now Parker, jealousy, bitter. As I say, this extends all the way back to the Welcome to YouTube show in 2022. I can't believe what we just saw here. And Parker now celebrating with the YouTube title. That's what it's going to be all about at WrestleMania, the YouTube Championship. Parker is no good, folks, for what he did here tonight. No good at all. This man has an obsession, ladies and gentlemen. And away Max Payne there with a net breaker on the Cypher. The Cypher preoccupied with CJ Parker and the assault to his brother, and Max Payne there with the Oklahoma Slam. And Max Payne now measuring the Cypher, and Max Payne now gonna go for the Spirit Bomb, and he hits it. The Spirit Bomb on the Cypher, and the cover, and that's all she wrote, folks. Oh man. Max Payne continues his winning streak, continues his momentum heading into WrestleMania, folks, but man, the Cypher almost had him beat. The Cypher almost had him beat. God, CJ Parker's gonna pay for this, folks. CJ Parker is gonna pay for what he has done here. But Max Payne able to get past the situation with his leg and beat the Cypher here tonight in our main event of MPWF Annihilation. And man, he is still untouchable, ladies and gentlemen. Still untouchable. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's Ricky Cash. Oh, Ricky Cash now. Taking out Cash. And now Ricky Cash going after the leg here of Max Payne. And Max Payne holding his knees. The weakness is apparent. Ricky Cash has a shot here, folks. And now Ricky Cash goes for the ankle lock on Max Payne. That leg is not as good as we think it is, folks. That leg has not fully recovered from Hell in a Cell. And Ricky Cash is rich with everything he's got with that ankle lock on the MPWF Heavyweight Champion. Ricky Cash, if he can lock this in at WrestleMania, he might lead the heavyweight champion. And look at this. Max Payne's leg is messed up. Max Payne's leg is messed up, folks. And Cash now standing with the heavyweight title of the world. The 14-year odyssey is on the line. And Cash is saying the mistake you and people like Mason have always made is doubt Cash money. I'm an Olympic gold medalist. I've been to the very bottom of the barrel and fought my way back to the top. Always. I found your weakness, Max, which means I will beat you for the MPWF Heavyweight title at WrestleMania. I will finally finish my story. WrestleMania will be Cash money. Ricky Cash, through everything that he has been through to get to this point, and Cash now picking Max Payne up here. And payback is a you-know-what, folks. And I waited that minute, Ricky Cash. I'm doing that announce table. Max Payne cannot even stand on that leg, folks. Max Payne cannot even stand on that leg. And now, wait a minute, what is Ricky Cash going for here? Wait a minute, Ricky Cash is going in the ring. Hold on a second. I'm grasping my chair like Joe Rogan. Oh my God! Ricky Cash just dove off the top rope and put Max Payne through the announce table. Cash money. Cash money. Take a look at this again, folks. Ricky Cash diving through the air, putting Max Payne through the table. Pure adrenaline and emotion, folks. This is what this means. 14 years. Not just a journey, not just a story, an odyssey, folks. A 14-year odyssey. Ricky Cash taking out Max Payne here. And wait, Mason Gray saying, someone get out here now. Mason Gray beside himself. And wait, there's Meredith Gray, and she says, no, I don't think so, brother. If any MPWF talent gets involved in Hell's Max Payne, they will be fined, suspended, and will miss WrestleMania. Does that seem familiar, brother? There you go, turnabout's fair play to Mason Gray. And he says, Meredith, do not cross this line. Go home, stay out of my business. And Meredith says, no, you've gone too far. As 50% owner of this company, it is my business. WrestleMania will be my business, and I'm putting an end to you. There's no one to help Max Payne. Ricky Cash with the heavyweight title at WrestleMania. It's going to be Cash, and it's going to be Max Payne, and the 14-year odyssey is on the line. That's what it's all about. The richest prize on MPWF Annihilation. The heavyweight championship of the world. Will Max Payne remain untouchable, or will we see this at WrestleMania 11? Will Ricky Cash finally reach the top of the mountain and become Cash money? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dwayne James Johnny Feelgood, and I'm signing out, folks. And I cannot wait to see you at MPWF WrestleMania. Good night, and we'll see you soon.